Something that I'm doing in the cut is switching from ground beef to primarily chicken. So we're going to be doing a series called Into the Cut. And the series is basically about how I started in the cut, what exactly I'm working on, things that I've learned, things that I'm trying out. This is officially my second bulk, and the last time I bulked up, I got up to around 217, and I still had abs at that point for a guy that's 5'9", which I think is pretty impressive if you ask me. And I will show pictures just so you guys can see it right here. And I know lighting also plays a role, but boy, I was huge. Like, I was one by thickness, and the second one is obviously by, fat wise. So with that being said, I ate a lot more carbs than I normally do. And I don't mean a lot in the sense of 500, 600, 700. I don't mean that much. I mean, I usually eat probably around 150 to 200 on a normal day if I wasn't really dieting. At that point in the bulk, maybe I was in excess of around 3. So like I ate more pastas, or I ate more like pizza or something like that. So it was kind of a dirty bulk the first time around, which didn't really help. I mean, it did in regard to size, but a lot of it could have been water weight and things of that nature. So therefore, it wasn't as, the gains weren't as effective or as much as they could have been. They may have even been the same. I'm not entirely sure. I have to go back and look at my stats, which I'll put up here from last year when I did my bulk, and then this year when I did my bulk. I think the stats came out to about the same. And workout wise, I didn't really change anything. I only still did 15 minutes a day. And I went through, one day was a push day, the other day was a pull day. So when I say push day, I only did 4 exercises. So chest press, skull crushers for triceps, shoulder press, standing, and front squats. So that's what I did for a push day. Now for the other day, which would have been a pull day, would have been deadlifts, bent over rows, biceps, straight bar, and then calf raises. So those are the only 8 exercises I did for the last 3 years, just so you guys know. I haven't used any weights. It's all been variable resistance training. So in case you guys are wondering about my eye, it's recently recovering from a surgery where I got some fluid in there in the upper eyelid that wasn't going away, so they had to extract it and all. I didn't change any of the workouts. I just kept at it 15 minutes a day, 15 to 40 reps to failure, right? To actual failure, like partials and everything. So I guess the change between the last bulk and this bulk, not only was the scale itself, I only got up to 210 this time on a clean bulk. And what I really did different is I ate more ground beef, which was a more nutrient dense food. And I just stuck to rice, white rice to be exact, on my main meal for lunch every single day. It was a cup of rice, or no, a half cup of rice, and then 10 ounces of ground beef per day. On the weekends was a little bit more, I switched it up a bit, but at least I still tried to hit my 200 to 250 grams of protein per day. I may have missed like a day or two here, but we'll get into that later. That's like the major difference between the dirty bulk and the clean bulk. I had gained more weight in regard to the scale, but I didn't look as good as I do now on the clean bulk, where I still have definition, which is pretty neat. And I know there's a whole thing going on back and forth about, oh, clean bulk versus dirty bulk, and dirty bulk is extremely unhealthy because of all the excess input that's then making your organs and everything like that work 10 times harder, opposed to just eating in a calorie surplus on a clean bulk of 200 to 300 calories. And that could be as simple. Jesus, that sun is bright. Sorry about that. Let me get back to you when I'm like officially out of the sun. Holy hell. Yeah, there's an official difference, or a debating difference I should say, between the dirty bulk and the clean bulk. The dirty bulk, you're putting a lot more strain on your organs and your kidneys for them to extract nutrients, get rid of waste, and so on. And then also, the people on a dirty bulk just eat whatever the hell they want. They don't have any care for what they're consuming, how much they're consuming. They're just looking at, oh, I get to eat whatever I want, and this is freaking awesome. So then you're talking about your arteries and your, you know, it gets into a whole mix of different things. And then the clean bulk, which is what people are pushing towards now, is, or fitness people and so on, are basically saying that all you need is a surplus of 200 to 300 calories a day, and it's going to be slow and steady, but you're not going to be putting that much harm on your body, on your organs and stuff like that. And on top of that, it's going to be a lot easier for you to come off that cut when it's time to do so. So that's pretty much the big debate, and I think I can attest to that, because doing the clean bulk, I did gain some weight. I'd say probably my ratio that I wanted it to be was 1 pound of muscle per 1 pound of body fat, and a gain of a quarter to a half pound a week. So depending on the scale fluctuating, it can go from 2 pounds to 4 pounds in a month. You know what I mean? If you're looking at that ratio. So, which is pretty good. It's a good ratio to have. And I think the more that I learn, the more that I'm looking into how to diet properly in regard to my body type, which I think I've been doing extremely well just by solely eating more nutrient-dense foods. I think I was able to obtain and retain a lot more mass added onto my 5'9" stick figure of a frame, which is what the goal is, because I don't want to be a stick figure for the rest of my life, you know what I mean? If they're gonna call Captain America to come save the world, whoever that guy is, I'm pretty sure the ideal model is not gonna be a stick figure and handling bad guys and whatnot, you know? He's gotta be he's gotta fit the script, man. It's gotta fit the script. So I had to fit the script. And lo and behold, if you look at my other videos, I was 180 to 190 pounds. Well, 180 is stretching it. I was 188 to 190 pounds. And the difference is freaking remarkable with just how dieting and upping my protein has changed the way that my physical structure is. That to me is like incredible. So we're not going to get too much more into it. I just wanted to let you guys know like where I started. That way you know kind of the foundation. You've seen what I'm looking like. And like I said, this is going to be a series into the cut where we're just going to go, I guess, more in depth of how my cut's going to go. The plan or goal is cut down to 195 pounds. Maybe 190. Not sure yet, because I want to retain the mass that I have in my arms and legs, which I gained 3 inches in my legs and about 1 inch in my arms in the last 7 months. So I'm at 17-inch arms and 29-inch legs. I want 30-inch legs. That's like an optimum goal. Now I know based on the Keith Reeves, his body type dimensions, his legs that he said was ideal for a bodybuilder at 5'9", at 180 pounds, I believe it was 28-inch legs, which I have 29, so I passed that check. I believe it was 19-inch arms, which I'm way behind on that, and my arms are trash. Complete trash. That was actually the point of this bulk, is to bring those up. Waist-wise, I think it was at a 30 to a 32, and calves were 17, which that's a lot of that depends on genetics, because some people are blessed with great calves. I think I worked mine up to a respectable size, 16 inches, and outside of that, I forget what the next size is. I think 17 or 18, which I'm at 17 and a half, so I'm in line with that. Just need to bring up my arms, maybe my shoulders, get a thicker back, you know. So I look like a problem. I want to be a problem. But yeah, that's gonna be the goal, is to get down to 195 and really start looking at the progress that I've created. So I will keep you guys updated on how that goes. And I don't know how long this series is going to actually last. It may be 6 episodes. It may be 10. It all depends on what I'm going to be doing and until I get to that actual weight. So with that being said, enjoy the series. I'm going to go over the workouts I do as well. And we're just going to keep crushing it. And then hopefully it'll motivate you guys to do some of these workouts and some stuff where you're like, okay, let me take this pointer, let me take that pointer, let me get these two things and then combine it into my own plan, so you can pretty much look like a Greek god, you know. So let me know if you guys have any tips, pointers. This is all self-taught. I do all my own studies and research, development, our supplements. We have the scientific studies as to why we have certain ingredients and how they benefit human beings, and how the studies have went on the public medicine, which anybody can go look up. But if you want to know why certain things are in certain products, in regards to our products, we have it all on our website. You just hit scientific studies, or whatever product you're actually looking at, you scroll down a little bit on the page, and then it'll show the scientific studies right there for that exact product and what it has helped, or the clinical studies that were done in regard to that ingredient within the product. So I'm pretty happy about that, because I don't see that on a lot of websites. I don't see that on a lot of they say it's scientifically backed or scientifically proven, but I never see it. You know what I mean? Like, I never see the actual data on their website. And I think as a customer, if you're going to say it's scientifically backed, why would I not be able to view how it's scientifically backed, if you get what I'm saying? I think that kind of begs the question of where they're going to be able to find that data easily on your website without searching through hundreds of thousands of public medicine articles and clinical data studies and stuff like that. So we just put that on our page just so you guys know, hey, the link's right here. This is what it helped with. This is what we found. This is what it may do for you. And at the end of the day, you guys benefit from it. So that's pretty much the goal. So welcome to Inside the Cut, Series 1.